promising fields in business for China in the near future, and has grown at least 10% year over year during the month just from 2016 to 2017. Well, what about our market? What about health and wellness? Spending on health and wellness has seen tremendous growth over the last decade. The market is poised to reach nearly $70 billion by 2020. And another interesting thing, that nearly 9 out of 10 people in China will consume plant-based beverages.
Wow.
Do we have a market? Do we have a market? There's other incredible facts that we're going to learn about today. But the opportunity, the desire for premium goods, the desire to really have an opportunity to grow. We have 2 solutions that we want to present. And we know that this company is based on network marketing. We are a network marketing industry. But how do you present that, and how does that work where a market in China where regulations are strict, where the reality of the land is that we honor and uphold laws. We are a company built on integrity. So how do we approach a market like that? And that's not entirely unique to the world. There are a lot of countries that have different laws and different ways of doing business that we have to adapt to, that we have to work towards. As our CEO, Ryan Palmer, says, if we, quoting Wayne Dyer, if we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And so sometimes you have to look at it from a different angle and how we can approach a business opportunity under the regulations, under the current situations, and still make it accessible and viable to each one of you. And over the last several years, we've worked on creating 2 unique solutions to this market that we're going to go and walk through each one today, including a retail solution and an e-commerce solution. We do not have, as many companies in this industry will approach very like ways, and some will go in and try to do the MLM way in China. But we know that's very few, and even in recent news, just as recent in the last weeks, that there are so much scrutiny and there's so much regulatory, what we would call red tape, that doesn't make a great entry point into a market like China. And that we wanted to create something that's unique, that allows us to share our products and to be able to build an opportunity for everyone, whether here in Hong Kong, whether it be in South America, Europe, Asia, wherever it may be, that you can have access to the largest market in the world. And so I want to go ahead and bring up two people I've worked with, some for many years, and one that I've just worked with for the last few months and have grown tremendous respect for. And so they can take us through the first solution, this retail solution. And so if you can help me welcome our president of Greater China and Philippines, Anton Garrity, and our general manager of Taiwan, Maggie Chu.
Welcome this morning to what we feel is really a groundbreaking opportunity for all of you here today. I know you're also interested in how we're going to do this, so we're going to get right into this. Maggie, let's talk about the retail solution. As Chris so eloquently pointed out, we have an amazing opportunity with the population and the country of China. And we've been working on this solution for the last few years on a way to get product into the country in a manner that they can operate on a business model. So our first model that we're going to talk about today, Maggie, is our complex retail store. So why don't we begin with what is a complex retail store?
Okay, so complex retail store is a business model that Zija has offered. It's a business-to-business model for import and registered product.
Imported registered products. So these are Zija products that have been registered, are brought into China, and then shipped to a business destination. So they operate much like a franchise store. Maggie, what is a franchise store?
It's like a McDonald's, 7-Eleven, and so the retail store is for people who has a business who's looking into adding on additional product and increase their revenue.
So the way I understand this franchise model is Zija is a brand, and we have different businesses that can sell, that if they become part of the brand of Zija, have an opportunity to sell and move product through a retail location. And that could be any kind of a retail location as long as they have a Chinese business license, which isn't hard to obtain. Right, Maggie?
That's right. You can have, let's say, a salon or any kind of store. You add an additional product to it and increase your revenue. It can go from salon to as easy as a peanut stand or a newspaper stand, anything like that.
Yeah, so in order to do this model, a end user or business owner needs to have a business license, which many people in China are able to obtain on a relatively easy basis. So it could be as easy as like a simple peanut stand on the store. It could be a health food store. It could be a hair salon. It could be anywhere that you display products in a location, and you're already purchased or already selling some products, yet you can add another product line and move those along with the products that you're already selling, giving you an additional revenue stream. Correct?
That is right.
It really is it is simple
really
and
duplicatable.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
we have many leaders who are using this model right now and have been for several years that have been very successful with this. And it's an easy way to get the product and then move the product in a retail fashion. Okay? Maggie, obviously, there is an opportunity associated with this. And this is the part that you are interested, I know. So I'm going to let Maggie take an example of our Zija Zango juice that we currently sell through this model in cases.
Okay. So how it works is that the authorized retailer purchase a bulk amount from Zija at 1050 RMB, and then they retail it to their customer at 1350 RMB. There are several ways of them to make profit out of it. The first one, as you can see, is a retail profit, where you sell the product and get the difference in between for the cases you purchase. And then the second one is the added value, which is the free cases that you're getting. The most popular two packages, bulk amount that people are ordering, are the 50 cases and the 20 cases. When you purchase at 20 cases, you get 4 cases for free. When you purchase 50, you get 12 cases for free.
Wow.
So in this case, you're getting the added value for the 12 cases of the juice at the full amount. And then on top of that, you're also getting the store support. That is $30 RMB per bottle. So with all of this add up, you see that just by retail profit itself, it's already a 32,700 RMB retail profit.
So the way I understand this, Maggie, is that we have several options for purchasing in bulk, which is what a retail store will do, is buy in bulk and sell the product through this retail model. So two of the most popular
50?
Product amounts are the 20 case and 50 case options. And right now we're doing this with Zija Zango Juice, which we are, I hope I can say this on stage, Dr. Plant, otherwise he'll hook me off real quick, but we are currently close to being able to offer additional products through this retail solution. So we are very excited about this, and you can see that when we use this business model, we have a way to make retail profit off the purchase of each individual item, and then through store bonus and through the the additional free cases that you get for purchasing in bulk quantity, you're able to either use those products to share with the people around you that you're introducing to our amazing products, or you're able to sell those as well. So you can,
actually,
yes,
actually, we are getting our super mix added into this product model very soon.
Wow, so we're gonna have Super Mix. So at least Maggie's the one who's going to take the heat for just announcing that. So thank you, Maggie.
Very soon.
So we are very excited. We are close to having Super Mix join this model, this business solution. So we are thrilled to be able to do this. So you can see that we're going to be able to purchase that in bulk quantity and get the same kind of retail experience and the same kind of retail opportunity that you do with this model. Okay? Let's say we're going to talk about delivery here. And we say door to door here. This is actually door to business.
It is.
But Maggie, how do people receive their product when they order it from Zija?
So what I do is when they place their orders, they send an email to cmorders@zijacorp.com, and our Hong Kong staff will get their orders submitted in the system and have the product shipped out from our warehouse in Shenzhen to their business. It takes about 7 to 10 business days for most of the province. But if they're all the way, that's out there. It might take additional 1 or 2 days.
Granted like that, yeah.
Okay, and so basically, you as a business owner will call in, will collect your orders as a business, call them in to
They send an email in to cmorders@zijacorp.com.
And those orders are handled through our Hong Kong offices here through our customer service department. And they will process those orders and place those orders, and the product ships.
7 to 10 business days.
How quick do they turn those orders around?
1 to 2.
1 to 2 days.
Nice.
So you place those orders, and within 1 to 2 days, they will ship. Those orders will be shipped out. We already have product on the ground that have gone through customs that is waiting to be shipped from Shenzhen to the business in the province that you live in.
Wow.
So it is pretty slick. All right.
Yeah, and forgot to say that the price that we were talking about is already shipping and tax included.
Wow.
How great is that, right? Okay. So you purchase your cases for 1,050 RMB, at least the Zija Zango cases, and we'll give the pricing for the Super Mix shortly.
Oh.
But you purchase those for 1,050, and that includes all the taxes and fees and shipping costs to your door. Okay? Easy enough?
Woo!
Are you excited?
Woo!
Those who are doing this already, this is a working model that we are having a tremendous amount of success with. So Maggie,
Yes.
I placed my order. How do I pay for this order? How do I purchase this order?
So right now there's 3 ways of paying the product. The first one is with credit card. It has to be a Visa or MasterCard. The second one is direct deposit. You can directly deposit your money into our Hong Kong bank account. Not China, Hong Kong. And then third one is through e-wallet, which is the credit debit solution that Zija has offered.
So e-wallet it's a simple electronic credit debit financial solution for our leaders to be able to do transactions for this business solution. Let's who can do this model? Obviously, in order to participate and be a business owner, you need to be in China, right?
You do need to be in China. As we mentioned, you have to be a China citizen with a business license. But everybody knows somebody who lives in China have a business, right? Anton, do you have a friend, a family, anyone you know who happens to have friends or family in China?
So, I actually happen to know a few, but it's actually a really good question. If I live anywhere else in the world, right? How do I take part in this? I mean, that is the question, right? How do I growing up in California in the United States turned this into an opportunity for me? Well, in reality, one of my very best friends growing up in California is Chinese. He's Chinese for life. So his name is Jeff Wu, okay? I grew up with him from when I was 5 years old, and his parents actually live in China. So, Maggie, you could actually sign up Jeff Wu
Now,
as a member of Zija,
yep.
and then he could what?
He could share this with his friend or family or whoever, their neighbors, brother, sister, in China, who is interested in doing the
China,
same
because
work.
his dad has a business in China, so he could sign up his dad and immediately establish one of these retail centers to move product. How great is that? We all wanted to connect the dot on how we can talk to people that we know have connections into China, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the way you do it. So you sign them up very similar, the same way. We do not call, what we call them is what? How do we refer to a member of this?
In China?
In Zija
Oh, in Zija. Oh, sorry.
and China.
So, yeah, Zija China. How we refer them is they're authorized retailer.
Oh,
So it is really simple. You know somebody, you sign them up, and they will become an authorized retailer.
And this is actually very important. As you listen to both these solutions, the way we reference or refer to them is either going to be member or authorized business owner, okay, of a retail store. What might be kind of fun is we know now that anywhere you live, if you know someone who lives in China, it's Chinese and would like to start with this, you kind of get an idea of how you can do that. And I've mentioned that we've actually been doing this for several years, Maggie, right?
Yeah, we have been doing this really well for several years. So how did, can you show us how it actually gets started in China?
Yeah, this might help you understand how we kind of started this at the grassroots level. Because it is kind of fun. And it shows that it really is no different than the way we as Zija Nation do business. We do it belly to belly. We talk to people. We share our products. That's what we're doing. We're changing people's lives by sharing products and sharing an opportunity. So this is how it actually started. And this is for real, guys. We had a few, and there may be a couple here in the back here who recognize these pictures. A few years ago, that when we first started, they took a chance on doing this and getting this going. And so what they did is they would order product, okay? And they would actually,
Right there.
over on this side, they would put it, this is the crazy part. I would never do this, but they would stack like 20 cases on a moped or a scooter, drive it down the street and sell it to people down the street. They were actually purchasing the product as a business and then taking it on motorcycles and scooters. And you can see they actually take physical orders because those are what they turn in to Zija for them to place and to, actually that's one part that we will get into in just a minute. Yeah. The other part of the payment. But they would take them down and move the product to people down the street, and creating a need and a customer base and a name and a brand, and actually helping us establish a Zija culture, right? So they do this physically. They use trolleys. They would use then they kind of took it to the next step. They were able, it is so easy, in fact, to get a business license in China. They were able to become mobile offices, even in their car.
Wow.
So they would be able to take the product around in their cars and create a mobile business center, much like what a lot of us have done and experienced in other countries. So China, on one hand, we have a way to do product at a real grassroots manner, and we're going to talk about how we're going to like take that to the next level. But they would turn these mobile offices into a way to move product.
Yeah.
And then soon after we have that, we finally have our first store. The first one is in Hubei, and soon after that we have different stores popping out everywhere in China that you can see. There are stores in Hunan, Guangxi, Sichuan, Hebei. You know, there are stores popping out everywhere.
Wow.
And, you know, Angela and I were committed to this market, and we have recently took a trip to Xinjiang. It was just last month that we were there. They're helping them to do some training to support them. And then, well, at the same time, we had a little bit of fun. There's Anton in his, I don't know what you call that. You call that four-wheeler? Doo-doo car? I don't know. He was in something and decided to take off because we're out there looking for the monkey king, right? No.
At Flaming Mountain.
Flaming Mountain, looking for a monkey king. That's what we're doing. There I am, chasing him on my camel. That's all I did. But yeah, we are really committed to this market. We are planning on having regular trainings in the future to support them to continue to grow.
Yeah, we just want you to know that this is a successful business model that we're going to continue to increase with additional products. And we are committed to making sure that those who are doing this model in China have the support of Zija and our offices over here. And like Maggie said, we and our staff are prepared and currently making trips on a monthly basis to a different province or different city to help support these leaders with some important training on the culture of Zija and on their products. So we are very excited about this and very excited to be able to share this with each of you, to in turn let you be able to share this with the contacts you have all around the world who have contacts into China.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So, any questions? No, I'm just saying it's not time for Q&A yet. What I'd like to do now is, you know, this model is something that I've been involved in for several years, and actually from the very beginning, and very passionate about it. I've been traveling over here to this part of the world for about 15 years, and have been.
He has become an Asian by now.
I have.
Actually, he is one.
I because of my height, right?
You can tell. I turn around. See, he's Asian.
I love being out here, Maggie, and I love the cultures here, and I am committed to this area. And what I want you to know is over the last 10, 15 years that I've been doing business here, I've come to help to understand a lot about the operations and the cultures and how we do business and how we can do business here. And so, having said that, I was so excited when I became a part of Zija, because they were so interested and already working on the very next level of what could we do with this. This is a great model. We're committed to this model, but we have hundreds of products, right? We have hundreds of Zija products that are so amazing, and we have this population, the largest population in the world, that are looking for products exactly like what we have. How can we, as a company, take this to the very next level and be able to offer even more opportunity, right, Maggie? More opportunity, more products in even quicker way. And in order to help us explain that, what I'd like to do now is to bring back up on stage our Executive Director of International, Mr. Chris Fowler, and our General Manager of Hong Kong, Ms. Betsy Su.
So I know that to many of you, the retail model is a very familiar concept. But for those outside and maybe seeing this for the first time and understanding this for the first time, it's important to understand why. Just last year, China surpassed the U.S. in becoming the largest retail market in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no joke. And as we look at that, there's certain regulations, and correct me if I'm wrong, Betsy, but to do a retail model, you have to have it done from a person-to-person level, B2B, then person-to-person. Is that correct?
Correct. You're right.
And so, in order to access that segment of the market and to create an opportunity that allows an individual to sell to another individual in a retail atmosphere, that model is the only way that we can accomplish that. Is that correct?
That's true.
So here's the question. I just read and what Anton was saying about how big the e-commerce market is. What is e-commerce in China? What would that be?
E-commerce, I think every one of you are having a Taobao account, or you are having an Amazon account or Alibaba account, right?
So,
right?
So if you've ever heard of Alibaba, yeah, everyone's heard of these different giant retailers. So here in the U.S. we have one called Amazon.com. Is that what Alibaba is?
So in China, I believe, and also in Hong Kong, they're browsing the Taobao every day to purchase anything from there, from furniture to something to eat. They're getting everything from the internet.
That's incredible, and in fact, that goes along with a stat I just read last night, and that is 47% of the world's e-commerce transactions happen in China.
Wow.
47%. So I would say it's catching on in China.
Wow.
Yeah, I think in China, a lot of people are using their phone, their computers to making purchase every day, every minute.
So the challenge here then is how do we have a retail solution, that was easy. So how do we present an e-commerce solution knowing that we come from a network marketing background and that the regulations prohibit some of that? How do we approach the e-commerce opportunity in China?
We can use we are going to announce something here.
Woo!
We can use the C-Mall. This C-Mall is the way that we are going to an engine in China that we are able to purchase our product in China.
So why can't we just use our myzija.com or this other platforms that many of our distributors throughout the world are using? Why did we create Zima?
As we know, in China we have some limitations, right? So this C-Mall allow us to use an overseas platform. The platform, the server is in Hong Kong, so that's why we can use it to try to refer people in China to use and purchase our product.
And a driving philosophy about Zija, and I've been in the industry for many years and worked with many different countries, and a driving philosophy is a philosophy to do business in a way that's comfortable for those in the individual countries, customs, languages, and everything like that at a local level. Because at the end of the day, business is done at the end of the day between one transaction, between a buyer and a seller, and that transaction, if not localized, can be very difficult for people to adopt.
So that's why our C-Mall is a localized platform.
Solution, right? So in this solution that Zmall presents, we have taken the time to understand, literally over the last year, working every day to find what would be the best solution to present a local opportunity for people to purchase our products, to receive our products and to have an opportunity with us for the global market. And that's what Zmall is?
Right. So we are our team in Hong Kong and the corporate team in the Utah. We are working in a few months before very hard on getting our Zmall to set up. So this is the Zmall website that will allow us to promote our product locally. We are using the local language. We are using the simplified Chinese in our website. We are having the server that is close to China. Our server is in Hong Kong, so the speed will be even faster.
And we partnered, it's important, we partnered with experts in this field in understanding what the best platform, website, design, all of these things were worked on over the last several months and really throughout this last year, diligently by teams locally and teams internationally to create this unique experience for mainland China.
Right, so we all know that in China, we have a lot of people are seeking for premium products. So this is a way for us to even faster to promote our product in China, to allow a lot of friends in China to able to get and use our product.
So essentially, it's a website that allows people to go ahead and purchase product and have it shipped to them. What products would be available to them?
All the products that are in Hong Kong will be available in China.
That's a lot of product. Are we
Yes.
sure? That
So
is
we
a lot
have
of
Super
product.
Mix,
That's
Smart Mix, we have rib steak, a meal, and all the skincare products.
Wow.
That's over 100 different products.
Yes.
So available to our friends in mainland China.
Isn't it amazing?
That's incredible. That's incredible. So as we look at this, we have a website that's able to allow people in China to purchase products. That we're able to purchase almost all of Zija's product lines, with the exception of some of the brand new products that were just recently launched. How incredible is that? What are some of the other features of Zmall that make it unique, that we should let everyone know about?
Well, I think talk about delivery. Delivery will be directly from Hong Kong to your home. So you're just using your phone to order, and then you will be getting the product delivered to your home within 3 days.
Wow.
Within 3 days in the southern part of China. Of course, if this is the northern part of China, that would take a little bit longer.
So 3 to 10 days, people will receive their product as soon as they purchase.
Correct.
That's incredible. So as we look at Zmall and as we look at what we have available to mainland China, what other things that would be important for us to understand is what is the shipping price and these other things to be able to have that?
Because this is an overseas platform, so those we need to pay taxes. So the taxes and the logistic charges, the shipping charges, is all included in the price.
Oh, that makes it really simple. Because if I'm sharing this product, I always like to tell people what the price is that they're going to pay for and not have to say, oh, it's also included, not including tax or shipping. So
We wanted to make your life easier.
perfect. So that's wonderful. So I know also that as we work throughout the world, everyone uses different ways to pay. Different countries use different ways. And so payment options are a really important part of being able to do business. If I can't pay, I can't buy. Therefore, the transaction doesn't work. And so what solution did we be able to present here with Zmall?
I think in the past, a lot of people are interested about a product in China are always asked about the Union Pay. Now the Zmall, we are able to pay with your Union Pay card online.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Union Pay. So maybe some of our friends that are visiting from outside, what is Union Pay? Is that a popular payment platform in China?
In China, I think every one of you will have a Union Pay card. Do you have a Union Pay card?
No, but you know what? No joke. I was just in a restaurant the other day by our Lehigh headquartered office, and the restaurants around them all accept Union Pay. It's a growing payment platform.
Even though in some of the Hong Kong outlets, Union Pay card, if you pay by Union Pay card, you'll get discount.
Wow.
Wonderful. So Union Pay is the most popular. It's like Visa would be to the U.S.
Yeah, UnionPay is chasing Visa and MasterCard.
Well, we'll talk about that another time. So now that we can accept a payment via a local method, I do see that there's WeChat Pay and Alipay. Can you comment on that?
These two are also very popular in China. So the WeChat Pay and the UnionPay will be soon available.
So we're going to be adding more payment options.
Of course.
That's incredible. So in the next couple of weeks or so, we're going to be able to accept not only UnionPay, but also WeChat Pay. WeChat Pay, from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is a mobile payment platform. WeChat is a communication platform that's used all throughout China, like what we would use Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. It's the most popular. I think almost all of China must be on it.
Just like the Facebook that we're using every day.
Exactly. And so they have a payment platform that's been extremely successful and well adopted. So that's going to be an important part. And Alipay, very similar. It's another, like a PayPal solution. Is that correct?
It's correct. So in China, you don't even need to carry cash.
Wow. So
just carry your phone.
Just don't lose your phone. So as we look at this, so right now, Zmall will be able to accept UnionPay, and in the coming weeks, we will be able to accept WeChat and Alipay. That's pretty incredible.
Wow.
So, who can use Zmall? Let's talk about the user experience. We kind of talked about what it is, why we did it. Let's talk about who.
Well, do you have a friend in China?
I have several.
You have several? Do you all have friends in China?
Yes.
Woo! And they've been Chinese all their lives. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
If you got a friend in California, you can introduce the products into China if they're from in China.
Okay, so Zmall is the way I can share products to people, in my friends, my family, my colleagues, my neighbor and their friends, family and colleagues into China.
If you don't have a Chinese friend, go and meet one.
So if I want to have, can I use Zmall if I was outside the country? Is it a platform for the U.S.?
It's only a platform for the Chinese people to purchase, but we can just share your user member ID. Then they will be able to get a discount.
Okay, so Zmall is really a solution for mainland China. For those that they're a resident of China, that have a China ID, so that they can use their local payment. And is this payment done in local currency?
We just talked about it. We wanted to have a local website. The local website is in Simplified Chinese, and we have the local payment method, right? And then we also collect the payment in local currency. So we are collecting renminbi.
Wow! So now it's priced in renminbi. It's charged in a local payment method. We know who can use it. So how does this transaction work? If I'm sitting in the audience, Betsy, and I said, well, I have a few people that I know, or maybe I'm from China, we have a few of those here today, and I want to start this e-commerce opportunity. You said something about a user ID. Can you tie that together and how that works?
So the user ID, I think every one of you have a user ID. Do you have one?
Who has a user ID in this room? There's a few. If you don't,
Go
see
get
one of
one.
those that have a hand raised, they will show you how to get that user ID. So raise your hands. So what is the significance of a user ID?
So you need to pass your user ID to your friend in China, and then you share the zmall.com.hk to your friend, and then they will be able to get a discount of the product that they are going to purchase.
So in reality, the user ID is a coupon that allows, and what is that user ID? Does it help with the pricing?
Yes, definitely. So if you're using the ID, then your friend will be able to get a discount price.
And what is that discount? How much is it?
For 20 to 25%.
20 to 25% off. So they'll be able to see that. That makes it really easy to share, Betsy. So all I have to do is use share my coupon and say, hey, you got to try this product. Here's my coupon. It's going to get you 25% off the price there. Go ahead and purchase it. And everything's localized. I can read it in Chinese. I can pay in my local currency with a local method that I'm used to, and then receive the product within days. How cool is that?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So now let's talk about the technology behind all of this and what makes this really work. Because we know here that we've talked about opportunity. In the beginning, many of us know that there's a major opportunity in China. And we also understand that there's limitations and regulations and red tape, so to speak, that we have to look and work through things differently. How does the technology in Zmall work? If I was to purchase a product, if you gave me a coupon code and I went and purchased it in China, will I be able to see that purchase in my US back office or my Hong Kong back office?
Remember that the Zmall.com, the server is in Hong Kong. So it is linked to Hong Kong, and then you will link to your myzija.com. So everything you've done there is your family.
Wow, so if I share my coupon code right now to anyone in mainland China and they make a purchase, I can go back and as soon as they make a purchase, within minutes be able to see that it's right there in my back office.
Correct.
That's incredible. So with the technology that we have, this creates a seamless opportunity for people outside of China, people who want to share. But let's talk about within China. What if my individual, my friend, wants to be also to share the product and participate in the global rewards program that Zija has?
So if the person that in China wanted to participate in this global reward program, she or he just need to purchase that diamond pack. This diamond pack will allow him or her to get their coupon code. Then they can share to anywhere in China.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's a certain pack that will allow people to receive their own coupon code to share.
Correct.
Oh, that's incredible. We're going to show them a little bit later. Is that correct?
Right.
So we're going to go show how that works in just a minute. So let's talk a little bit about the opportunity. So if my friend did that and they purchased their diamond pack and they start sharing their coupon code, how will they be able to receive their rewards?
Well, because this is linked to our Hong Kong server, right? So your reward will be provided as what we are in Hong Kong.
So through Hong Kong, we're able to operate a seamless business model, and through the advances of technology. That's pretty incredible. So let's look at Zmall a little bit, and let's see. Is it working right now? Can we go on live right now?
You can use your phone. Everyone has a phone, right?
Yeah. So everyone can pull out their phone right now. And if we go to, what's the website? Zmall.
http://zmall.com.hk.
So zmall.com.hk. And we can pull it up right now. And you can see the website. It's in English and simplified Chinese.
These are simplified Chinese. And then this is where you put the coupon code. So if you want your friend to have a discount, remember to give them the coupon code. Then they enter here. They were able to get a discount of our product. So this is our page that for us to recommend people to use our product and having the coupon code there. And as we will just talk about, all the products are here in Hong Kong. We were able to get it in China. So you can get an individual product.
So if my friend just wanted to purchase product and wasn't really wanting to share the products with others, and they just wanted to use our products, they can go ahead and just make any purchase from Zmall with a coupon code to get the best prices.
Right.
And so
anyone, any product.
Amazing. So if I just wanted to share the product and have a product user, it's simply purchasing any number of products on Zmall. But you mentioned something about the diamond pack.
So here's a diamond pack. If you wanted to share and refer your people in China to refer all the product in China, then they have to purchase this special diamond kit.
So I see something here. There's a couple of things I think that are pretty special about these kits. But I do see something I want to point out. Today, because of technology, they're switching servers, you are seeing Hong Kong dollar. Can you explain that just so that our audience understands that that will change?
Because the website's in Hong Kong, so we have to show it in Hong Kong dollar. But you get to the payment, you will be charged you renminbi.
Perfect. So just so that there's no confusion, you will see that today as you go and share this opportunity throughout the next day, 2 days. You'll see that that'll go back to renminbi. Is that correct?
Correct. So let's talk about the 2 packs, right? One of them is a family pack. If you've got a big family, you want to share with them, you have to get the family pack. If you do have just yourself, you wanted to use the product, and what is that personal pack can do for us?
Well, that's an interesting question. There's something pretty special about that personal diamond pack. Because of regulations and financial laws and protection of how we can charge credit cards, Union Pay in China, auto ship is not a concept that we can work within. But we have a solution for that. When we looked at the diamond pack, we were able to take the diamond pack, and from a single purchase, someone can receive their products. All of that's available to that diamond pack will be shipped to them. And in addition to that, we'll keep them active for 6 periods. Is that correct?
Correct.
So the current period that they purchased in, so up to 7 periods, that they can be active and qualified in Zija's opportunity. Is that correct?
Yes, we are actually creating some more packs for us to keep to maintenance for a whole year.
So if once that 7 periods is out, I could actually purchase another pack, and it would allow me to stay active. So I don't have to worry about having to manage that process with the difficulty of not being able to do an auto type payment system. Is that correct?
Right, because Union Pay card is not a credit card, it's a debit card. So we need to have a specific program for us to promote a product and keep up people in China active.
That's incredible. So now, as we look at this, let's just walk through quickly 2 scenarios.
Here we go.
If I'm in the audience right now and I wanted to go ahead and I had a friend that was really eager to participate with Zija and the opportunity, what would I do, Betsy? What would be the first step that I would do?
What you need to do, get your phone out.
Get your phone out. And then walk me through. Get my phone out, and what do I share with them?
Share the cmo.com website address and your coupon code.
And then share the benefits of this amazing product. And I think everyone knows how to do that. We're going to receive some great training on what these packs contain today. Is that correct?
Correct. So, as we all know, Chris, I think today, after Dr. Plan's presentation, he maybe have some promotions to announce.
So I want to share my stuff today. And for those in the audience who do purchase this today, we're going to hear something pretty special from Dr. Plan. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so stay tuned on that one. Now, as we go forward, if I want to participate in Zija's global opportunity, my first step is to purchase one of these kits with a coupon code. And then I can participate, and I'll receive my own coupon code that I can then share with others.
To anyone in
mainland China. Correct. Now, if I just wanted to purchase product, walk me through that scenario. Is it the same thing?
The same thing.
So just the same thing, but will I receive a coupon code?
If you just purchase
if I don't purchase one of these kits,
then you will not receive a coupon code.
I'll just receive and have access to the most amazing products in the world.
Correct.
I don't think that's too shabby, if you ask me.
Right.
I don't know how that's So as we go forward, looking at Zima, this is an incredible opportunity, and one that's allowing us to participate in one of the fastest growing opportunities throughout China. I know that if you just Google and research e-commerce China, you will read article and article how they're leading the world in e-commerce. This is pretty exciting.
So Chris, why don't we wait? Let's go out to get the people.
I just want to say thank you, Betsy. She deserves a huge round of applause.
Yeah.
She has been working night and day. It's not easy working different time zones. She's up at 3 in the morning here. She's up at 2 in the morning, at 5 in the morning. And she deserves a major round of applause for what she's been able to accomplish in such a short period, working with our teams at headquarters. So can we just give her one more big round of applause?
Our team in Hong Kong would like to work everyone with you.
Wonderful. So thank you. This is going to be an incredible opportunity.
There's 2 kits. One
The
you can
time
split it
is
up and
now.
one you can take it all
So
up
go
front.
get it. Thank you very much.
Don't wait.
Are you guys excited? Woo! Listen, we have 2 opportunities, 2 solutions to get products into China. That is something to be excited about, don't you think?
Yes.
And I know you may have a couple questions. You have questions at this point? Good. No? David, I don't see any hands on the front row. No, I'm just kidding. Is the coupon code is the distributor ID. Simple as that. So, what I want to commit to you is that we are going to have an updated China fact page on how to do business in China that outlines both models available this next week and put up on.
Are you going to talk? No. Okay. Hello.